Okay, so welcome everybody. Thank you for joining me this evening. You guys can still see the Releasing Mental Truth Misalignments 5?
Yes.
Okay, excellent. So let me just, so guess what? Tonight we're going back to Releasing the Mental Truth Misalignments. This is the 5th session, and today is March 12th, 2026. So we're kind of done with the soul type for now, anyways, and we're going back to releasing the 12 primary mental truth misalignments. The week before, we were doing number 5, which is the truth of understanding, all that. So today this evening, we are working with number 6, so truth of intelligence. So let me just move it. Okay, so this is what we are doing this evening, truth of intelligence. So what's behind the truth of intelligence is that our feelings and our actions align. And when our feelings and our actions align, then it restores the natural flow of reasoning and intuitive logic. You have maybe you know that we have a left brain and a right brain, and so the okay, so the left brain is more for I would say the right brain is more for intuitive and emotional things, whereas left brain is more for logical thinking. I think at least that's what I think it is. Or maybe I switch those two around. But anyways, it's kind of, we thought that there are two, because we have two halves of the brain. We think that, oh, okay, we are somewhat in conflicts, meaning that sometimes our emotions kind of overwhelmed our logic. Or maybe it's the other way around. Sometimes we are so logical that we stop feeling human. We don't even know how to connect with our feelings anymore. And it kind of made us skip out on the emotional and relational side of the things that are good about that. So when we release the misalignments, what we are doing essentially is starting to bring the left and the right brain, meaning the logical side and the emotional sides, to come together, because that's how we are actually supposed to live. We are supposed to, in our action, we're supposed to be able to take information from our logical side and also from our feeling side, so that we can combine the two and be able to synthesize something that is consistent with who we truly are, our belief system, and how do we actually want to the to have our world be like. So that's what we are supposed to be able to do, is to actually have both sides work in conjunction with each other, to collaborate and not to separate into feelings or logic. So when we start to release misalignments, then our intelligence can actually come back into alignment, so that it is supportive of our feelings, so that we don't have to actually choose between being more feeling and value relations, or value logic and just be practical. So it is really about having the whole brain work together and not just rely on one or the other. So that's what we're releasing this evening. So we are okay, hang on, let me just let June in first, so that okay, let me see, where's June? Okay, let me just let somebody in, and then we can get back to this side. So then let's what the way we are going to do the release is really to go through all the different dimensions. So we are going to release this on all the different dimensions, from emotions through to the fifth dimension, which is thought form, and then lineage, all the way up to the 12th. So that's what we are going to do for the rest of the evening. Any questions or suggestions before we begin? No? All good? Okay. So let me just, in that case, let me just stop the recording and then restart it again.